Hi guys, welcome back to the ExamRevision YouTube channel. My name is Ellen and today I'm going to be talking about how to succeed in the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert. This is kind of a follow-on video from my last video about biggest Leaving Cert and Junior Cycle mistakes. Just some tips on how to succeed in the exams and reach the goals that you're setting yourself. The first thing I'm going to be talking about is setting realistic goals. Obviously the exams are coming up soon now. They're what, 2 months away? I know at the start of the year you probably all set some goals for yourself about what grades you want to get in all of your subjects. I think it's a good time right now to look back at those goals and see how you're working towards them. Because if you put down, let's say you want to get H1s in every subject and you haven't gotten any H1s in any class exams or your mocks, it's definitely important to reassess those goals now. If you're setting too high of a goal for yourself that it's just unrealistic for your standard, it's going to lead to you just being stressed, upset on the day of results, and also just cramming the night before because you're really trying to get that grade. If you haven't reached it yet, definitely reassess where you are. Obviously, you should reach for the stars and try and get as best as you can, but realistically, not everyone's going to be getting 65. If they were, the Leaving Cert would be pointless. We're not all good at everything. I was never good at French or English. If I had said I was going to get a H1 in French or English, that was never going to happen, ever. So if you did that at the start of the year, reassess where you are now and what the grades you are getting now and whether you're happy with them or you want to try push to the next grade boundary, but definitely be realistic with it because obviously you only have 2 months left, orals are also around the corner. Be nice to yourself, just see where you are. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is seeking support when you really need it. Right now is the time, obviously, once orals have passed, everyone is going to be putting their head down, study, 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 study. That's great and all, but some people will definitely still be struggling. If a certain subject hasn't clicked for you yet, like maths or one of the sciences, that is completely okay. Even if everyone is flying at it and doing amazing and they're getting H1s and everything's great, not everyone's going to be getting those grades. If you feel like you really could do better in the subject, you're just not understanding it, you just really need to reach out and talk to your teacher. I know people think it's embarrassing, like, oh my god, it's so nerdy, stay back after class and talk to your teacher. I used to do it all the time. Honestly, it's how you improve your grade because they know how you're working, they know the things you're getting wrong, so they have kind of an idea of what your understanding level is at. So talking to them, seeing what you can do, they might be able to help you, give you some extra work. They might stay with you after class and try to teach it to you again or coming from a different angle because that's their job. They're getting paid to do this. It's not a hassle, you're not weird. If you really want to do well and you're Leaving Cert, these are the things you have to do. Obviously, some subjects will just never click. For me, it was English and French. It was never happening. And there was nothing I could say to my teacher in English to be like, please, how do I do better? But for subjects where understanding is crucial, then you can talk to your teacher and they can try and teach it to you again. It's nothing bad on them. People all learn differently, so they might be able to teach it from a different angle that you actually will understand it from. I remember literally going into school on a Saturday and my chemistry teacher would try and teach me something again. And then I got it and then I was fine. So take advantage of what you have around you and all of your resources. My uncle was like a science teacher and he used to help me all the time. People want to help you. They want to see you succeed. So don't be afraid to reach out and ask. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is staying organized. Obviously, again, this is such like a general thing. I feel like this is way more important than people think. I don't know if it's everyone, but I know for me personally, the minute I was not organized or I fell behind in work, I got so stressed. Because I knew the minute that I had to go down and do that work, it was going to be a mountain of stuff. Staying organized and staying on top of all of your homework, all of your studying, on top of your study schedule, not falling behind. Although it's a lot of work, it is so important. Because the minute you stop staying organized, you're just going to want to procrastinate. You won't want to do it and it's going to build even higher because you're scared of facing all of that work you know you have ahead of you. So keep on top of it, keep your notes organized, keep your notes up to date. Don't fall behind in school and say, oh, I'll learn that at home, it's fine. It's just not worth it, especially this close to the exams. I know you're tired and I know it's a lot of work, but it will be so worth it at the end of the day. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is staying focused during your study sessions. Obviously, we all want to stay focused, okay? That's the general rule of thumb. But it's difficult, especially now that it's like getting close to summer, you're excited about probably your 6-year holiday, school is like coming to an end, so that's exciting. Everyone's talking about college, all these things, all this stuff is just happening. But staying focused is important, especially up to these next couple of weeks leading up to your exams. If it helps you to turn off your phone or turn it on Do Not Disturb, even if you don't study well at home, if you've a lot of siblings or you share a room or whatever, you can go to the library, you can do after school study if those things are going to help you focus better. You could also try out techniques like the Pomodoro technique where you study for like 25 minutes, then you take 5 minutes off and then repeat the process so that you're not like dragging your brain for like 4 hours of just studying, because breaks are really important to keep your brain high energy. Also food and water, please. Eat and drink. So important to keep your brain actually listening. If you feel like at any point during your study session that you're not really absorbing anything, that's when it's time to take a break. I don't care if it's 5 minutes or 20 minutes. Go and do something. Leave your study space. Watch a TV show, go outside, I don't care. But if you're not absorbing anything, it's just a waste of time sitting there. You're gonna have to take a break at some point now. So just do it, take a break. You're not gonna be able to absorb any more information because being focused while you're at your desk is so important. Anyway, that is the end of the video. I really hope these tips might help you out. You're all doing great. Keep studying, you're gonna be fine. And I will talk to you all next week. Bye.
Also guys, be sure to check out the ExamRevision courses and bundles. I actually have a 20% off code for you. I'll put it on the screen now. They cover majority of the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert subjects. They have H1 standard notes, video lessons, presentations, quizzes, exam questions, everything you will need to succeed in the Leaving Cert and Junior Cert.